Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. It's time for a project pan update. I'm pretty happy with this update. There's some things that I failed on that I thought I would be able to achieve, and then there's stuff that I I should have seen it coming because they were almost done, but I finished them. So, you know, you win some, you lose some. I'm going to start with my foundation. This is the Isonox Micro Foam Cushion. Yes, I could get more out of this. No, I do not want to, and I cannot be bothered. Look, it's a beautiful, beautiful cushion foundation, and I've moved on to something else which I'm going to introduce, and I'm feeling a certain type of way about using something different because this just, it just works. Like, I really like it. I think it is super comfortable on my skin. It looks beautiful. It wears really well. Everything about it I love. I've been using them for a long time though. All year I've been focusing on these Isonox cushions. I have one refill left, and I think I'm going to attack that next year. It'll be first cab off the rank, I think. I'm introducing two foundations. Crazy, I know. I have the Dior Air Flash Spray Foundation, and I have the Chanel Vitalumiere Fluid de Tint Radiant Moisture Rich Fluid. So the reason why I'm bringing both of these in is because they are my youngest foundations. However, I purchased them back in 2022. These and the Isonox, hang on, let me grab it. That's it. They're all my foundations. That's everything I have. Now, I do have two Shu Uemura ones which went in my everyday makeup drawer. If you watch that and you're like, Hailey, hang on a minute. I'm decluttering them. I don't like them. I'll talk about that when I update my everyday makeup drawer in 3 years' time. These two being my youngest but still quite old foundations, I couldn't really decide which one I wanted to go for. This one's a tiny bit more fuller coverage. This one's quite sheer. I didn't want to really dedicate my life to finishing up one of these in the next 3-ish months. So I decided I was going to put them both in the project pan and just use them interchangeably, and we could watch the progress together. I do not think I will finish these. I just want to spend the next 3 months using these two foundations whenever I feel like it, see how much I can get done, go back to a cushion in 2025 to smash that out, and then address these two. And once I get, once I'm feeling like these are close to being done, then I'm going to start exploring a new foundation. I'll just do one at a time. We'll try and only keep, maybe 3 in my stash at any one time. I think that's reasonable kind of for me. Next, I have the Ulta Beauty Matte Eye Primer in Nude. I love this stuff. Look, I've been working on this for a really long time, okay? And it's old. And there is still a tiny bit of product in there, but I just got a little squirt. It's hard to get out, and I'm ready. I'm ready to just call it done. I have 4 eye primers, I believe. I'm not going to try and pan one. I'm just going to focus on rotating through them. I've got the Natasha Denona. I have the Pat McGrath. I've got the Too Faced Glitter Glue, which to be fair could just be completely dried up. And I have the Kaleidos Tone Activator, which is quite similar to the Natasha Denona in its sort of consistency. So I definitely still have quite a few eyeshadow primers in my stash, more than I need, but also 2 of them are they're kind of, product specific. So glitter glue for really sparkly things that need a lot of grip. The Pat McGrath is similar to that but not as strong. And then I've got 2 what I would consider, standard eyeshadow primers. I will probably focus on one next year, but for now I'm just going to use what I have and, get a feel for what I want to do there. Some more empties. I'm calling this one done. It's a Linda Hallberg Calf Flash. So you'll be able to see she's a bit of a nubbin. And it broke. And I can see the product just in there. And if I really, really tried hard, I could probably sharpen it, but also Do I want to try that hard? No, I don't. So I'm moving on from that. And I also have finished up my Precisely My Brow Pencil from Benefit in the shade 3.5, which is, it's a bit dark for me. Now, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see, but I have the tiniest little nubbin there. And look, yes, I could get another use out of this, maybe even two. However, oh God, it is quite difficult to use because it is just that little nubbin. I have to like hold it really flat against my brow, and that typically results in me putting too much pressure and I get quite a dark brow, which I'm not into. I need to use this product really lightly, otherwise I look, you know how it goes. So I'm gonna let that be done. It's good enough. Good enough. To replace those two products, I am introducing some new ones. For my eye pencil, I'm bringing in Marc Jacobs. This is the fine liner in Blacker Berry. I do love these very much. Mine are quite old, and I'm hoping that we're going to see a return of Marc Jacobs next year, so I want to be prepared for that. This is dark enough to use as like a tight lining eyeliner, which is what I was mostly using that Linda Hallberg for. So we'll see how we go with that little dude. And my brow product, I'm bringing in this. Now, I don't think I'll finish this year, but I would like to have a go at using it. It is the Quick Flick Quick Brow 2-in-1 brow pencil and liner. So we've got double-ended products here. We've got the brow product, there it is. And we have a little spoolie in here. There you go, handy dandy. And on the bottom, and this is the reason why I decided to bring this one in, we have a liquid brow pencil or pen liner. You can't quite see it there. It is very light, and I mean it makes sense because this is a shade light. Potentially a little bit too light for me. This might be, this end is going to be fine. I know it is. This end when I'm wearing makeup, the liquid end, may not work as well for me. I'm thinking this end might be better for no makeup days where I'm just putting on some mascara and maybe I need to like, you know, tidy up my brows. Typically, I don't tidy up my brows on no makeup days because the brow products that I have, I feel like when I do my brows without a full face of makeup, they just look too much. I just don't need that. However, as I've said a million times before, I've got sisters, not twins, for brows. And there have been times where I'm like, if I could just like, you know, just put in a few little strokes to like, you know, lift the brow that's kind of doing her own thing today, that would be handy. So I'm thinking maybe this will be good for that. Before I move on to progress in my other products, I am actually going to introduce a few. Actually, I've got an empty. I feel like I said I wasn't going to bring this back because there was so little in there, but I finished Sweetie Pie. Ugh. That's done. Thank God. I'm not putting in another body wash. At the moment, I'm actually using up a shampoo as a body wash. So there's that, but I think I might just play with what I have for a little while. I don't have a super mega excessive amounts of like body cleansing products anymore, which is great, but I'm not in a position where I could really buy any. So maybe next year I will pan some, but for now I just kind of want to have some variety in my life. But I am introducing a few other products. Now, the reason why I'm introducing these is because I've been using them lately and I like them all and I just want them out by the end of the year. So it gives me October, November, December to finish them up. Soul Glow Oil. Now, if you're rolling your eyes, stop it. I can feel it. I have been kind of working on these on and off for quite a long time. These were the ones that had like the shimmer in it. You'd shake it up and it would be like a sparkly glow oil for the body. Now what I would do was let it settle, and then I would decant the oil into an empty bottle and just use the oil, because I love the oil. The scent, the way it feels on the skin, it's not super greasy. It's ticks all of the boxes for me. This is my last one. So I recently finished one up, and then I decanted what was in another one that had settled, and this is it. This is all I've got left. I have pulled back from using body oil very recently because I have been weeding our garden front and back, and it was bad. It was really, really bad. And I've been getting a lot of sun exposure. So usually I'm focusing more on using like moisturizers that are designed for after sun treatment, basically, for the skin, to sort of make sure it's soothed and well nourished and all that jazz. And oil doesn't really fit into that category for me. So this one has been neglected, but I really want it done by the end of the year. I am actually hoping to get this done at least by mid-November, maybe earlier if I can. And that's because it's going to start to get too hot here to really use it and enjoy it. So we'll see how we go. That's the goal. Lofty. I'm also introducing this, the Body Shop Vitamin E Hydrating Toner. So I have this much left, as you can see. She's almost done, but I do have more in this bottle. So this was the CourseRx Cooling Aqua Facial Mist, which I finished up. And then I was using this on cotton pads, but I'm like, kind of wasteful. And I know someone will be like, use the reusable cotton pads. And I do have some somewhere, but also like I can't be bothered. I prefer to just put it in a spray bottle, spray it on my face, and be done with it. So after I wash my face, I spritz some of this on, and then I go in with the rest of my skincare, and that's working for me. I'm loving it. This one I would like to finish up by the end of the year, not because I'm really in any rush, and this is quite fresh. I got this in an advent calendar at the end of 2023. It's more that I have a bit of a sense of like massive achievement of finishing something up within like a 12-month time frame of like getting it. So that's kind of why I'm like, you're gonna do this, Hailey. You are gonna do it and you're gonna feel great about it. So those guys are in. And another one from the Body Shop, which again is almost done. And again, I got this in the advent calendar. This is a body lotion to oil avocado 72-hour skin softening moisture. Beautiful moisturizer. I just wish it was in like I kind of wish it was like a cucumber scent, or I don't know, like a fresher fruity scent. This scent isn't bad, but it's kind of like, it's a little bit earthy and a little bit like, it kind of smells like avocados. And that's not a bad thing. I like avocados. Like, I like the formula. I like the scent enough. It could be better for me, but you know, it's whatever. Anyway, I've been using this year and I made pretty good progress on it. I'm down to here. Again, I pulled back from using this when I was focusing on using this. So these are the two where I'm like, I want these done this year. I don't really have another moisturizer that is like, you know, kind of close to being done, that I've ignored a little bit. Mostly what I've got on the go now is like, I've got a sort of gradual tan one, and I've got some like, you know, after sun products. So like an aloe vera gel and an after sun moisturizer and stuff like that. So they're the two where I feel like if I don't actively focus on them, they could totally be ignored until mid next year when it starts to cool down with the weather. I don't want that to happen. Okay, let's move on to progress of my other products. NARS Tinted Glow Booster. I'm a bit annoyed about this. So that was my line at the last update. I have not remarked it. It's sitting a teeny bit below it. Now, the reason why I'm annoyed about this is because I actually use this a few times on my legs and like my shoulders and décolletage throughout September. And I was like, I'm gonna have the best progress. And I've also been using it under my makeup as it's designed to be used. But I also, and this is where it's sort of bit me in the ass, I have been leaving this standing up on my desk the whole month and it's settled. So all of those little bits that were sort of up on the side have settled down and now it just looks like I haven't used any. So that's making me super happy. My powder, the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder, loving this, just loving it. I'm gonna miss it when it's gone. It was here at the last update. It's now down here. I don't think I will weigh this anymore. I think I will just go right ahead and continue on with marking it because, I mean, it's almost done. Like, I'm well past the hardest part of the package or the container, and yeah, it'll be finished soon enough. I am thinking with this one, I may even try and like pop the top out when it's done to like get every skerrick because she's expensive and I love her, and I will not be repurchasing until I have finished up some powders at some stage next year. Oh, here's something that I forgot to put on today, so I'm going to put it on now. It is from Shu Uemura. It is the Skin Perfector in Cyprus. Look, it was there on the last update. It's now about here. Look, I'm going to spray it and then I will mark it. And it won't, what I use today will not change the results very much. Okay, I am amply spritzed. This is what we're looking at. So last month there, this month here. No, I won't finish it this year, but it's fine. At least I'm making progress, right? Could be worse. NARS Laguna Sun-Kissed Bronzing Cream. I think I wanted my progress to be better this month, and I do feel like I wore more makeup. I don't know. I feel like I wore more makeup in September, but also when I think about it, I was, instead of using this bronzer, I was using this bronzer to make sure that I like it, because that's the next one that I might try to, not pan, but, you know, work on. So for the NARS Laguna cream, it was 57.37 grams, now 56.85 grams. I'm aiming to use 3 grams of the product. When I started, it was like 58.5 grams. So I've still got a way to go on that. I feel like I'm using roughly half a gram a month. And if I just use this, I mean, I still wouldn't have made my goal, but whatever. Anyway, that's one of my small regrets. MAC, that's Peachy. This is a Glow Play blush. This one is slow going for me. She's like proving to be a challenge, but that's fine. So this one was 33.76. It's now 33.63. I've still got a way to go. I've only used 0.35 grams of that product. When I introduced it, it was 33.98. It's now 33.63. So that will, I don't even know if I'll be able to realistically reach my goal on that before the end of the year. I want to use 2 grams of it. I don't know. I don't think so. Charlotte Tilbury. This one, I'm hoping by the next update I might be able to get there. I'm also a little bit disappointed in my progress on this one. I don't know why. I did put the Laura Mercier Highlight 01 in my everyday makeup drawer, but if I used it, I'm pretty sure it was only like maybe once. And I can't even be sure of that. Anyway, this one was 18.77 grams at last update. It's now 18.63 grams. I'm trying to use a gram of this, and it started at 19.9. So I've still got a way to go, like about half a gram-ish. Two more little like pencil-y products. I have Colourpop Monica. I didn't use this too much. It was 5.61. It's now at 5.54. I have been using the Nabla, which I put in my everyday makeup drawer as well. So not a whole lot of progress on that, but I'm not married to finishing that. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I love that color so much. I'm wearing it today with the M Cosmetics lip cushion in Faded Clementine, and it just made this absolutely beautiful. I mean, it's kind of worn off a bit, but beautiful, like terracotta-ish nude. Oh my god, it goes with everything. This is like the most perfect lip pencil color for me. I love it so much. I'll be sad when it's gone. And the K Palette One Day Tattoo Real Lasting Eyeliner. Had some trouble with this today. I don't weigh this because I just know it's not going to really show up on the scales. I managed to do one eye, and then when I went to do the other, like, I got nothing out of it. So I cleaned the tip with some isopropyl alcohol. That's the problem with like pen liners, even liquid liners with like a brush applicator, to be fair. If you're wearing eyeshadow, like, it picks up eyeshadow as it's dragging along your eyelid, and it gets clumpy and dry and gross. It's got to be cleaned regularly. So that's annoying, but it's also, that's just life sometimes. My Lisa Eldridge lip glosses, I don't even think I wore them. I didn't even bother weighing them or checking the weights. I just didn't. So there's that. I might go and throw both of these in my handbag after this video, because that's where I saw the best progress with those products. DKNY Be Tempted, is that what it's called? Yeah. So I'm going all right with this. You know, it's going quite well. It was, I don't know if you can see the lines on these. I always forget. I feel like I can see them when I'm editing. So it was there. It's like now down here. I got a little bit of progress. It's fine. I'm past the widest part of the bottle, which is great. I don't know if I'll be able to finish this up by the end of the year, but that's my goal. I might have to start using it more as a room spray. I would actually say in September, I use this mostly on myself. I do know there was a couple of times I sprayed, like after I applied it to myself, I then sprayed a few more spritzes in the bathroom. So it did get a little bit of use, but I feel like once or twice a month I take it around the whole house and I give every room a couple of sprays, and I didn't do that this time. So probably missed out on some progress there. Mecca Nourishing Hand Cream. So that's where we're at. Hoping to finish this up by the next update and move on to another hand cream. I feel like I need to make a trip to Mecca it smells very much like potpourri. I need to make a trip to Mecca to see if they have like new hand cream scents, or like what is even going on in Mecca. I don't think I've been to a Mecca since potentially November or December of last year. That's how long it's been since I've stepped foot in a Mecca store. So I feel like there's a trip in my future just to catch up and see what's going on over at Mecca. Summer Fridays jet lag mask. I didn't use this. I don't like it on my face, so I'm just going to put it out there. I think last time I mentioned that. Did I also mention that I was going to try and use it on my hands and feet? I don't know. Or someone suggested that in my comments on the last video. I don't know. I can't remember. Anyway, this sat in the filming room for like 3 weeks of September. And then I took it in my bathroom and it kind of fell behind a bunch of other products that I'm working on, like other Project Pan products and, you know, things that are just in my everyday rotation. And I didn't use it. I forgot about it. I'm going to put this on my bedside table with the Mecca hand cream. I'm going to focus on this first. Then I might try this out. If I like it on my feet, you get it. Oh, this disappointing. Laneige lip sleeping mask in vanilla. I barely used it. It was at 50.3 grams, now 50.21 grams. I have been, so I recently like cleaned out, well, I didn't clean it out, but I like tidied up our wardrobe, and in a bunch of my handbags, which hadn't been emptied properly, I found a few like almost done lip balms, and I've been focusing on them because they're like super close to being done. And this just got ignored. So what can I say? I am not a perfect person, and yeah, I didn't do too good. Last few products: Drunk Elephant Wild Marula Tangle Spray. So I haven't marked this. It was there at the last update. I do have a tiny bit of progress, but it's like a line right under a line. I have been favoring the Kerastase Nutritive Nectar Thermique, which is like a, you know, it's a blow dry cream. And I love that product. And I go through phases of what I want to use. And recently that's been the one that I have been favoring. But yeah, still got this. Still confident that I could potentially finish it up this year. I'm not that worried. And sheet mask and stuff, I've actually only got one left. I forgot. I've got some empties. We'll do that in a second. The Hydrogel Bouncy Eye Patches from Eliza Vecca. I have 4 sets left. So I used up 2 sets in September. So that's good. Hopefully I can continue to use them. I could be better about it, but you know, 2 is better than 0. These guys, I finished these. Dear Claire's Rich Moist Soothing Tencel Sheet Mask. Very nice mask. I did like that. And the Supreme Gold Hydrogel Mask from Sue. I liked this one as well. I think this one was my fave for sure. This one says lifting, firming, revitalizing. I can't say that I saw any of that. This one is moisturizing and soothing. Certainly moisturize my skin. I still have the Midnight Blue Calming Sheet Mask kicking around. I think I would like to, I don't know. I mean, I say I would like to finish it up so I can move on to some more. But really, I reach for these when my skin is desperate for them. And I was desperate for a little while. Now I'm not so desperate. So yeah, I will use it when I feel like I need to use it. Otherwise, I just feel like it's a little bit of a waste using it for me. And eventually I just got to buy more. And I'm kind of low on sheet masks. Can you believe it? But that is it for my project pan. I believe that is everything. Oh, I do have like the BioEffect eye masks. I didn't use any of them. I think I've only got 1 set left. I have to use them. That's bad. And I also have a whole bunch of samples which I'm working on, but I didn't finish any of them this month either. So, but that's okay. It's fine. October is a new month and I have time to finish things. So I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed it. I want to say a massive thank you to my channel members and to all of you for joining me today. Feel free to leave your comments down below and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.